remember asking what you're thinking. I never asked for your 2 cents. I don't want any of your unsolicited advice. Oh dear darling, you need to shut the fuck up. I am my own woman, darling. I am my own woman, darling. I don't want any of your unsolicited advice. Don't want any of your unsolicited advice.
I kid you not, your voice is so annoying. I can't believe I even let you talk. I'm sure you started with good intentions, but you're delusional to think I agree. Don't want any of your unsolicited advice. Oh dear darling, you need to shut the fuck up. I am my own woman, darling. I am my own woman, darling. I don't want any of your unsolicited advice. Don't want any of your unsolicited advice.
What you doing to me? I'm burning up, baby, I can't breathe. And I don't wanna know how deep you can go to show your ego. Get a word and scream it louder. And put your vision on your world is such a martyr. Maybe next time you can try a little harder. Oh, 'cause I am my own woman, darling. I am my own woman, darling. I don't want any of your unsolicited advice. Don't want any of your unsolicited advice. Let's fucking go. Don't want any of your unsolicited advice. Don't want any of your unsolicited advice.
So you tell me that life is hard. You haven't really gotten all that far. You keep getting in your car just to turn around. You say that life is tough. The road has been all too rough. And you hate to admit it, but you're thinking of giving up. So tell me that nothing's okay, and tell me your troubles won't fade. And I'll say life is great, and I'll say life is great. So you say that this life just ain't for you. The stars are real, but it's not true. The sky is all too blue, and your hands are clean. But your heart is so bruised. You're worn out and far too used. So tell me that love is just
Hello, everybody.
Life is great.
How we doing tonight? Hopefully you're all doing well. I am. Let's see. I think we got everything good and up and running. I guess the scoreboard people don't know that there's football tonight. They don't have it on their list. Kind of weird. So, I don't know. Someone will just have to tell me what's going on with the football games. Or I can keep it up on my phone here. It's a beautiful day. Hey, Cheese Whiz, how you doing? Hope you guys had fun with the sandwich stream last night. I had a really good time. Hopefully you guys too. Glad there were a bunch of you there. Whoa, it's a beautiful day. All right, I guess we should get started. For the record, it looks like the Rams are up on Seattle 3-0, and Washington is up on Philly 10-3. Wow. Surprised a little bit on that Washington one. They've got a guy they just signed starting at quarterback. Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out. Look down on. Try your best, try everything you can. Don't you worry what they tell themselves. Roar away. It just takes some time, little girl. You're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Hey, you know they're all the same. You're doing better on your own.
morning, Soggy Jerry, Cheese Whiz. How you guys all doing? Of course, Jamie. Let's see. All right. Father, how are you doing? Leaving flowers on your grave show that I still care. Black roses and Hail Marys can't bring back what's taken from me. Sky and call out your name, and if I could trade, I would. And it feels like heaven Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I just got that figured out about 5 minutes before I started my stream. So we'll have that on tonight and tomorrow. Tonight for the solstice and tomorrow for general holiday goodness. I'm gonna try to find a hat, a Santa hat of some sort before tomorrow night too. And that sucks. Stuart. Never fun to fall asleep on a conference call. All right. Next up, we got some Ordinary World. We'll get the looper working. Yeah, well, that'll happen. Welcome in, Senorita Wendita. Thanks for the follow. How are you doing tonight? I don't like that. Still baking patches? Oh my goodness. Let's start this I gotta redo the shaker. Thanks, Patrick. All right, that's better. Oh, cool, Senorita. Well, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Feel free to request a song. We'll throw it up in the top of the queue for you. Came in from a rainy Thursday on the avenue. Thought I heard you talking softly. Turned on the lights, the TV and the radio. Still can't escape the ghost of you. What is happening to it all? Crazy, some would say. Where is the life that I recognize? Gone away. I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, across the rooftops, run away. Left me in the vacuum of my heart. What is happening to me? Crazy, some would say. Where is my friend when I need you most? Gone away. But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Thank you for all the hosts, folks. I appreciate that.
talk. And I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. I will learn to survive. I will learn to survive. I will learn to survive.
Hey, Drazina, welcome in.
I will learn to survive. Everyone is my world. I will learn to survive. Everyone is my world. I will learn to survive. Everyone is my world. I will learn to survive. And I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world. I will learn to survive. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Everyone is my world. I will learn to survive. I will learn to survive.
All right, a little ordinary world. Ah, you're already at the family, huh? That's nice. Well, you enjoy what you can and have fun with the fam when you need to. All right. Next up, we got something from the Cold War Kids for cheese. Oh my goodness, that's a long drive.
Cheating in line, broken so bad.
Let's start that over.
Cheating in line, broken so bad. You made a vow, never get mad. You played the game, though it's unfair. They're all the same, who can compare? 'Cause you lose trust, then you get worried. Night after night, bar after club, on the front lawn, dropping like flies. Who woke you up on the front lawn? your house when you go wrong. First you get hurt, then you feel sorry. Flying like a cannonball, falling to the earth, heavy like a feather when you hit the dirt. How am I the lucky one? I did not deserve to wait around forever when you were there first. First you get hurt, then you feel sorry. There comes a time in a short life, turning around, get it rewrite, calling a knock, night of the soul, ticking up clocks, gravity's pull. First you get close, then you get worried. Flying like a cannonball, falling to the earth, heavy as a feather when you hit the dirt. How am I the lucky one? I do not deserve to wait around forever when you were there first. First you get hurt, then you feel sorry. Going silent, silent treatment. It's not a mighty now, don't deny what you meant. Get excited, get excited. Gotta feel it, oh, at least you can pretend. Gotta light it, you wanna light it, wanna light it now. The candle from both ends. Get excited, get excited. Flying like a cannonball, falling to the earth, heavy as a feather when you hit the dirt. How am I the lucky one? I do not deserve to wait around forever, then you were there first. First you get drunk, then you get married. First you get drunk, then you get married. Hey Pete, flying like a cannonball, falling to the earth, hanging like a feather when you hit the dirt. How am I the lucky one? I do not deserve to wait around forever when you were there first. First you get close, then you get worried. 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 You wanna light it, you wanna light it, you wanna light it now. The candle from both ends. You wanna light it, wanna light it, wanna light it now. The candle from both ends. You wanna light it, wanna light it, wanna light it now. The candle from both ends.
All right. Maybe Cheese is getting drunk and married. Or at least the drunk part. How you doing, Pete? Welcome back in. Hope you're having a good Thursday or Tuesday. I know what day it is. All right. Gonna check the football scores. Ooh, Seattle's tied it now. It's 3-3 at halftime. Oh, they're both tied at halftime. Nice. 3-3 and 10-10. Thanks for the host, Cover Time, Pete. I appreciate that. All right. Now we got some Alice in Chains. Oh, Drazina, thank you. Little nutshell. I don't know. We have Philly. I don't know about Seattle. chase misprinted lines. We face up at the time, and yet I fight this battle all alone. No one to cry to, place to call home. Gift of self is ripped. My privacy is ripped. And yet I find this beating in my head. If I can't be on my own, I'd be better dead. All right. Yep, new takes a while. It's true. All right. Next up, we have got some Pompeii. We do love our new, yes, but it does take a while sometimes. Ooh, so I got one thing today, but I don't think it was, I think it's something I ordered. So whatever I get, I will hold on to and open on stream. Hopefully some stuff will come tomorrow. You should have a tracking number, I think. I don't know. Whoops. I was left take your shirt off. That's not what I want. All right. What's up, Keithers? How you doing, buddy?
chance she really did. Whoa, dropped out, had a couple of kids. Mark still lives at home cause he got no job. Just plays the cards, works the line up high. Jay committed suicide. Whoa, Brandon OD and died. What the hell's going on? Coolest dream reality, chances wrong. Nothing free, longing for used to be. Still it's hard to see. Fragile lives, shattered dreams. Chances strong, nothing brief, longing for used to be. Still it's hard to see. Fragile lives, shattered dreams.
You've had several PBRs, all right. I've had some water and squirt. A Mexican hot chocolate stout. That's interesting. Strawberry cream? Yeah, that'd be hard. Like, I don't think strawberry cream really mixes with beer flavoring. Yeah, I don't remember that. All right. Next up, we got one for Cover Time Pete. Little Foo. This is the song last night. If you watched the interview with Davies eating a sandwich, I told a story about Mentos commercials because he does a Mentos challenge on his stream where he'll drop a Mentos into a diet soda and it'll spray out. So the video for this song is like a Mentos commercial from the 90s. And when the song got popular, the Foo Fighter fans would bring Mentos to the shows and throw them on stage, thinking they were being funny or cool. But what happened was the band members kept getting hit by them, and Mentos are kind of hard candies. And so they tried to tell them, hey, don't do that anymore, but people didn't listen. And so they eventually just stopped playing it for like 20 years. And then finally brought it back now when their fans are, I guess, a little more mature. But I guess it could happen again at any time. So watch out for the Mentos in this one. Virtual Mentos.
When I talk about it, carries on, reasons only new. When I talk about it, there is a reason already knew. Beg me to talk about it, I could stand to prove. If we could get around it, I know that it's
Yeah, I like that song a lot too. There's a really cool acoustic version that they did. They did in like an all acoustic tour a while ago. And there's a really cool version of it from that. With it's actually the harmony. So they had a violin player play accompaniment, and she always. Or she also sang harmony on that song. It really turned out well. Yeah, Pete, it's a good one. All right. Next up, we got some houndmouth for Patches, and they're baking. I didn't see. What are they baking tonight? Yes, I think I think we lost Modfather. He hasn't even said anything about the Vikings winning. He must really be hurting. Ricotta lie. Okay. Does that mean they're lying? Thanks to the host, Mike. How you doing? The red sandstone it fell. Right smack on top. The Sedona Arabelle. Hop on in a stagecoach, baby, gonna take you for a spin, oh. Whoa, whoa. Hey, little Hollywood, gone, but you not forgot. You got the cash, but your credit's no good. Flip the script and then you shot the plot. And I remember when the neon used to burn so bright and pink. Saturday night, kinda pink. Hello, Miss Jelly Beans. The blacklist and its host. Came down so swift, and we're going to the coast. California, but we're all out of work. Guess that's better than a grave in a hearse. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hey, little Hollywood, gone, but you not forgot. Got the cash, but your credit's no good. Flip the script and then you shot the plot. And I remember when the neon used to burn so bright and pink. Saturday night, kinda pink. Patches meant pie. Welcome into Miss Jelly Beans. And the devil's in their rush. And its duct tape makes you hush. All right. A little Sedona. And then next up, we are going to do new, which is, for anyone who is new here, it is just a few songs that I'm working on that aren't quite ready for going onto the set song list yet, but we like to practice and just kind of have fun here. So I play them anyway. So they're not always great, but usually they get better over time. Sometimes they just get discarded. So what do we got here? Should we start with The Witcher? Why don't we start with The Witcher? Has anyone watched that yet? I haven't. I haven't started season 2 yet, but right along, Carol of Rivia, along came the song. From when their wife will fall, the silver-tongued elf, this army of elves, so that they revel. They came after me, masked before the seat, broke down my lute, and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns been starting to meet, and so crying the witcher can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty. At the edge of the curve, like the mighty Lord, that bashes and breaks you, bring you more. He thrust every elf far back on the shelf, high up in the mountain from whence it came. He wiped out your past, got kicked in his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so give him a rest. That's my epic tale, our champion prevailed, defeated the villain, now pour him some ale. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. friend of humanity. Not of the manatees. But he's probably a friend of the manatees as well. I mean, you know. All right. Yeah, we could use a Witcher emote would be cool. I'm gonna have some slots open now, because I still have that Wonder Truly one in there, and I've got Santa C Dub, which is gonna be expiring soon. So, all right, so that's one. I like that. I just need to, with that one, I mostly just need to listen to it a couple more times, so I've got the verse down better. Here's one. So here's one that I think someone either put in the chat in the Discord, or said it during a show. I can't remember right now, but I've been thinking about trying it. It's very drum-driven, the original, so I'm not sure how it's going to sound, but we're going to give it a whirl. The bed is on fire with passion and love. The bed is on fire with passion and love. The neighbors complain about the noises above. She only comes when she's on time. My therapist said not to see you no more. Said you're like a she said I'm so obsessed, I'm becoming a bore. exactly sure how to say your name. Gabrielle. S. Gabrielle Sequeira. Welcome in. Unfortunately, I don't know, is that Spanish? I don't know that language, so I know a smidge, little bit of French, and that's about it. All right, so I thought that sounded pretty good. I think we should play that one again, huh? Did you guys like it? The funny thing is, you guys call that the American Pie song, and I don't remember it from American Pie. I remember it from college. When it was on the radio. Okay, good. Bed is on fire with passion and love. The neighbors complain about the noises above. But she only comes when she's on time. Therapist said not to see you no more. Saying you're like a disease without any cure. Sliding there next to see. Said I'm so obsessed I'm becoming a bore. Oh, you think you're so Caught your hand inside the till, slam your fingers in the door, fall with kitchen knives and skewers. Dress me up in women's clothes, mess around with gender roles, lie my eyes and call me pretty. I locked you out, you cut a hole in the wall. I found you sleeping next to me, I thought I was alone. You're driving me crazy, when are you coming home? Yeah, the song's called Laid, so not much we can do about it. Also, you know, it includes one of my favorite lines in any pop song. But she only comes when she's on top. All right, so I think that one's pretty good. Could probably add that pretty soon. Next up, we've got this one. I haven't seen Lily or Sensia, so. I mean, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it's true. Who are we to argue? Who are we to argue? Yes. Oh, see, I have summoned a tiger lily. Awesome. That was impressive. That was very impressive. I was... All right, I really got to practice this so I could play it better and not have to stare right at it every time. Here we go, Lily, this is for you. When the bad folks go and they die, they don't go to heaven where the angels fly. They go to a lake of fire and fry. Say them again till the 4th of July. One lady, I'm from Duluth, she got bitten by a rabbit too. She went to a grave just a little too soon. Yes, Keithers, the Meat Puppets originally did that. Nirvana covered it and kind of made it somewhat famous. It was, I can't remember, it's either it was on the CD for their Unplugged show, but not on the broadcast, or the other way around. I can't remember which it was. I think it's maybe on the CD and wasn't on the broadcast itself. Oh, should we do that one more time? What are we thinking? When Look at you guys. Well, started a hype train and it's already at level 2. Good Lord. Thank you. 10 months. 10 months. Jerry and Sunbum both at 10 months. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Gabrielle. So, I'm sorry, how do I pronounce your name? Is it Gabriella? Let me know, because I don't want to misname you. But thank you for the claps. Gabby? All right. I can do that. I hear the train a-comin'. It's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. Then I let that lonesome whistle go down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folk eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking bacon. God, know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. And those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Woo! All right. There's one heck of a hype train going on right now. I will keep on playing. Holy Tiger Lily, thank you so much. You are way too kind. You're such a great supporter. I really, really appreciate that, as well as everyone else who's giving, which I will give some dedicated thank yous here in a minute when we are done. Oh, flustered. All right. Call you up in the middle of the night, like a firefly without a light. You were there when the blowtorch burning was a key that could use a little turning. So tired that I couldn't even sleep. So many secrets I couldn't need. One more promise I couldn't keep. One more promise I couldn't keep. It seems no around, they remember how to smile. Make it somehow all seem worthwhile. How on earth did I get so jaded? Life mystery seems so faded. I can go and no one else can go. I know and no one else knows. Here I am, just a drowning in the rain, with the ticket for a runaway train, and everything seems good and right, day and night, earth and sky high. Somehow I just don't believe that. Runaway train never going back, wrong way on a one-way track. Seems like I should be getting somewhere. Somehow I'm neither here nor there. Bobby, how are you doing, friend? Bought a ticket for a runaway train, like a madman laughing at the rain. Little out of touch, little insane, just easier than dealing with the pain. Runaway train never going back, wrong way on a one-way track. Seems like I should be getting somewhere. Somehow I'm neither here nor there. Runaway train never coming back. Runaway train tearing up the track. Runaway train burning in my veins. That runaway, but it always seems the same. All right. Hello to Abby. Thank you for the bits. I got to look back here. We clearly have some marbles to do after this. Let's see. So Jerry and Sunbomb both resubbed. 10 months. That's awesome. Thank you. Tiger Lily cheered 500 bits. That started the hype train. Sunbum and Jamie both cheered. Sunbum gave out 5 community gifts. Jerry cheered 200. Tiger Lily gave out 5 more community subs. Jerry gave out a sub. Then Jerry cheered a bunch. Sunbum cheered a bunch. Jamie cheered a bunch. Tiger Lily gave out 5 more subs. Jerry, Jamie, and Abby rounded it out with 5 bits. And then Sunbum and Jerry just cheered 100 and 101 respectively right now. That's awesome. Ha! And Keithers said, who's Abby? Abby's the one that suggested I play this song, Keithers. So she's kind of famous around here. All right. Well, you know what that means, folks. It's marble time. And I think it's restroom time for me. So I'm going to get the marbles turned on. And then I'm going to run to the bathroom. And then you guys will all join while we're doing that. That was the wrong one. Double marble. Natalie Portman. I mean, Natalie Portman's not bad to look at, Keithers, so. And I think I owe you guys a marbles from earlier, too, so. Plus the 4, I know the 4 didn't really count the 18 gift subs that were given out, so we'll do a couple of these. Oh, I was just reading chat, Jerry. And Keither said he loves Natalie Portman. Check this out. This is pretty cool. A water park. All right. I'm going to go to the restroom. So I'm going to put on some music for you guys and go to the restroom, and then I'll be back and we'll play. So exclamation point play to get into the chat, into the game. If anyone comes in, please let them know. I'll be back in just a minute.
To find some meaning in anything tonight. Don't I know my baby like a knife? I feel like fading colors in the northern lights. Yeah, the northern lights. Oh, the northern lights. You've been wearing her for a while, wasting here, living in denial. You're replacing the center with the sides. I feel like fading colors in the northern lights. Yeah, the northern lights. Oh, the northern lights. Fading colors. There's no price for talking. It's so sad when you're holding the wrong hands on me. Here we are, waiting in the bleach. You're so close to being free. Won't I go by beautiful tonight? I feel like changing colors in the northern lights. Yeah, the northern lights. Oh, the northern lights. Yeah, northern lights.
Hey, Pines, how you doing? All right. Did we get everyone in? Modfather, did you get in? Modfather, if you're alive, we're playing marbles. Yes, nature called, exactly. I had to hit the head. Yeah, I think he's out. All right. Well, we got 13 of us. So I'm going to start the countdown. You'll have 45 seconds. Yep, Pines, you're in. He did not hydrate. No, I guess he didn't. But I did. All right. Gerg's Splactastic Sea Adventure. Here we go. This is wild. Where is everybody? Oh, there they are. Here we go. Where's Jamie? Ooh, Jamie's got a fancy marble tonight. Oh, the water's working. The water's making you go kind of slow in this one. Cover time Pete's way up here. Whee! There are a lot of options on this one. Everyone's on their own little path, it seems. Pines is our winner. Way to go, Pines. Nice work. That was a fun one. That was a very fun one. So, Pines, you get a live learn of your choice. You can use it tonight or any time you feel like it. Pines in the pool. Everybody's in the pool. All right, so we had Pines first, Lily second, Jamie, Jerry, Sunbum, then Aubie, Rumakim, Mike, Keithers, Miss Jellybeans, Patches, Soggy Sander, Cover Time Pete, and Cheese rounding it out. Good races, everyone. Go Pine Tree. Oh, nice. Yeah, the marbles are fun. Marbles are definitely fun. All right, so I owe you guys another one. Do you want to do it now? Oh yeah, of course you can gift it to somebody if you want. I think Jamie already has a couple. But yeah, feel free. Do we want to do another one right now, or do we want to wait like a half hour or so? What are we thinking? She does pick lots of stuff, yes. Well, I think what I'll do, I'll do a couple more new, and then we'll do another one. How's that sound? Maybe we can finish New by midnight. Let's see, what did I do last? I did The Reason, is that right? So I've done I've done Laid, Lake of Fire, and The Reason, Witcher. Did we add A Long December? Let me look. We didn't? Okay. Well, I guess I'll do that one then. I thought we said this one was good to go, but. That's just fine, Pines. You can hook me up with something hard. Long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. I can't remember the last thing that you said as you were leaving. Now the days go by so fast, and it's one more day up in the canyons, and it's one more night in Hollywood. If I should. Na 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 yeah. Na 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 yeah. All right. So, let's see. Pines, you requested, yeah, you get a live learn priority. So, Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles. All right. I'm not sure if I know that, so I'm going to have to listen to it. So while I do that, I'm going to put on some music for you. Thank you. Thank you. I think that one's probably ready to add. Well, I'll leave my guitar on. We should add that one, Jamie.
You can speak to me. Hold my head above the water. You can hold my ground. If I hang on, yeah, you'll be strong enough to pull me through. I have no doubt. Can your weight on top of me, bring me down to feel some solid ground. Make me feel like there's no one above me. If you got someone, you should say it now. There's no turning back on us. It's only a one-way road, so hold me down up. Lay down on me, lay down on me. Don't wake me up. If I'm dreaming of you. Don't wake me up. No looking back, no looking. Don't wake me up. If I'm dreaming of you. Don't wake me up. Lay me back down. Don't wake me up. You can sex upon me. I'll give you anything you wanna do. You can hold me down. Feel up on me. I've been begging the world for someone just like you. Can your weight on top of me, bring me down to feel some solid
All right, I'm back. The Eagles, let's see. They're up by 10, and they have the ball with 2:19 left, so they're going to cover. Oh, the Seattle game's not looking as good, though. Actually, the Seattle game just got over. They lost by 10. So, yeah. But Philly's looking good. Spread was 4.5, and they're up by 10. All right, Pines, I think I can do this. I don't know how good it's going to sound, but I would do it. No, maybe they were winning, but right now they're down 20. They lost 20-10. They lost 20-10, and Philly is winning 27-17. Oh, is that Boyan's wet ass Christmas emote? That promo is messed up. I mean, in a good way, but if anyone's not busy with family on Christmas evening, Boyan and Delta Crab are going to be doing a Christmas stream. So check them out. All right, here we go. Thanks, Pines. Bells will be ringing, this sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone, I have no friends. Wish me greeting once again. Crowds will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carols by candlelight. He's come for Christmas. He's come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations. Sure as the stars shine above. But this is Christmas, yeah, Christmas, my dear. The time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more wrong? Christmas and New Year's will find you home. There'll be no sorrow, no grief and pain. I'll be happy, happy, happy once again. don't know how it ends. There. All right. So that is Please Come Home for Christmas, which was originally written by Charles Brown and Gene Redd, it says. But this is a 1978 arrangement from the Eagles, as performed by C-Dub. So you got a little bit of everything in there. It's a nice, it's like very bluesy. I like it. And Pines, so tomorrow night, Pines, I'm doing a holiday show, so I'm probably going to do a bunch of Christmassy kind of songs. So if you want to come back and hear that again, I would give it another try. I usually get better as I go on, so. All right. I think that's going to wrap up new. So we'll go back to, we'll go back to the list. So our next one is The Way for Cover Time Pete. Excellent. They made up their minds and they started packing. Left before the sun came up that day. Legs into eternal summer slacking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Drank up the wine and they got to talking. Now had more important things to say. When the calm rolled down, they started walking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved with gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold, never get hungry, they never get old and gray. You can see their shadows wandering off somewhere. Won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. The children woke up and they couldn't find them. this live learn off. That was not a live learn. The one before it definitely was. Definitely was. All right. Oh, thanks, Stephen. I appreciate that. All right. Next up, we got some more Nirvana cover songs of the Meat Puppets. But this one is actually not a Meat Puppets original. This is an old song. Actually, what I read is this is like the first mashup. This was actually two different folk songs that were combined into one. And it's another one of those songs that has many, kind of like Whiskey in the Jar, and things like that, where there are a number of different ways to sing it, another different style. Oh, it's a raid! Merrick Joseph, thank you for the raid. Hey, Boyan. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is C-Dub Guitar. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is C-Dub Guitar. Hey, Sebastian. Boyan, how are y'all doing? All my friends are here right now, and this is what we came to do. All my friends are here right now, and this is what we came to do. Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? Hope it was great and you had lots of fun. Thanks for the raid. You really are great. Now everyone go follow Merrick Joseph. Lots of friends. Bring me rocks. Boyan. Sebastian. Awesome. Hello, hello. All my friends are here right now. This is what we came to do. Yeah, all my friends are here right now, and I'm so glad that includes you. Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? Hope it was great and you had lots of fun. Thanks for the raid. You really are great. Now everyone go follow Merrick Joseph. Merrick, how was your stream? Let me, I don't know if I'm following you. Let's take a look at your page. I am not following you, but I will remedy that right now. Merrick says, welcome to my Twitch stream. He's a guitarist, vocalist, and music producer based out of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. He loves taking requests and encourage you to help create my playlist each stream. This is a safe place for all to enjoy the tunes, talk about anything and everything, and rock out a little bit. Awesome. Very cool. And it looks like he normally plays on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7. Good stream. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, let's do a couple tales. Now, I don't have the fancy intro like Boyan does, but we do have tales. So let's do a tale for Boyan, Jamie, and then we'll do one for our raider, Merrick. All right. Long ago, there lived a blind prince by the name of Boyan the Bard from Claw Isle. When Queen Malure was poisoned by a dragon ghost, Boyan the Bard bravely built a statue in honor of the victim, but then the monster just did it again to the statue like a total jerk. The end. Oof. That's no good. Thank you for the follow, Merrick. I appreciate that. We are getting dangerously close to 700. Well, we got 25 more to go, but we're getting there. Yeah, always good to see another acoustic guitar streamer, right, Steven? Yeah. I can talk. I can't talk right now. All right. Can we get a tail for Merrick as well, our raider? Long ago, there lived an angel by the name of Merrick Joseph from the Torin foothills. When their son was punched a bunch by a one-eyed Hinox, Merrick Joseph bravely swung their blade toward the monster and missed. Many people saw this big whiff and laughed hysterically as the monster casually walked away. The end. That was a tough one. So those tales, as Jamie pointed out, are created by Boyan the Bard, who is gracing us with his presence right now. And they're randomly generated by Nightbot. So I apologize if your bravery was not accurately portrayed. All right. Well, Merrick, if there is something I could play for you, please let me know. I'd be happy to bump it up the list. Otherwise, requests are open. If any of the new folks who came in want to request something, I'll be playing for another 45 minutes or so. So that'd be awesome. Not at all, Boyan, not at all. I appreciate that you made a poisoned statue. That's good. All right. While Merrick looks at the song list, we're going to play the next one up here, which is Where Did You Sleep Last Night? I was just telling a story about this as you guys rated in. So this is a folk song that was a cover by Nirvana, and it's actually one of the very first mashups ever because it was actually two different folk songs at one point, and they were combined into a single folk song, and it goes a little bit like this. I need to reset my marble goals because we did marbles. So, bit goal, reset. There we go. All right. Oh, thank you. Bring Me Rocks, thank you so much for that gift sub to Merrick. All right, so this is Where Did You Sleep Last Night? Yes, Leadbelly. That's who did it. Sorry. You're right. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going was found in a driving wheel, but his body was never found. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I will shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I will shiver the whole night through. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I will shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. In the pines, sun shine. I'll shiver the whole night through. Woo! I like that song. It gives me a chance to kind of belt a little bit. Thank you. Oh, has anyone tried the lights tonight? I haven't noticed them changing colors at all. And yes, boy, and it is a very cool chord progression. E, A, G, B. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Next up, we got some Pearl Jam. Another great song. Okay, someone did change them. All right. I probably just didn't notice, because like blue and pink and like unless someone changes it to like green or red or something like that, I don't always notice. Oh. I think you guys are in cool down, but it should be cleared now. I seem to recognize your face, haunting, familiar, yet can't seem to place it. Cannot find the candle of thought to light your name. Lifetimes of catching up with me. All these changes taking place. I wish I'd seen the place, but no one's ever taken me. I just wanna scream, hello. My God, it's been so long, never dreamed you'd return, but now here you are, and here I am. Hearts and hearts, they fade away. Hearts and hearts, they fade. Hearts and hearts, they fade. Hearts and hearts, they away. Hearts and hearts, they hearts and hearts, they fade away. All right, a little Pearl Jam. Welcome in, Infozar. How are you doing? How have you been? Thank you for the claps. Nice. All right. Next up, we got some Tom Petty. Oh, yeah. You're the second one. Modfather was in here earlier, and we're pretty sure he passed out. Yeah, it's not really religious. If anything, it's very much against, like, not broadening your horizons, you know, being stuck in a small town. But no, not really religious. I mean, it has a good moral, I guess, good theme. Not just getting stuck in your small little world, expanding your horizons, but right. Well, there's that factor too. A lot of Creed. Everybody did. It was a beautiful day. Sun beat down. I had the radio on. I was Welcome in, Cake. Just kidding. Woo! I don't know if I know that one. What was the what was the Jar of Clay song that was really popular? I can't remember right now either. Thank you. Thanks again, Cake, JK, for the follow. I appreciate that. If there's anything you'd like to hear, go ahead and feel free to request something. Exclamation how or exclamation SR and a song name will put your song in the request queue. And exclamation SL will give you the list. Yeah, that's no problem. Oh yeah. It's all coming back. Flood. All right. Well, next up, we're going to do, so last night I had the chance to be on Davey is Eating a Sandwich on his sandwich show, which is like an interview type talk show. And we actually talked about this song because it's such a quintessential 80s song and it seems pretty much universally liked. Oh, you're Brazilian. Very cool. Well, welcome in. I don't know how to say that in Portuguese, but welcome in. What time is it? We can do, well, all right. Now that Soggy's done, we can do 3 more in the queue. 2 more in the queue. So there's 6 total. Right now there are 4. Let's do 6 total, and then we'll be good. And I seem to have lost my focus. I guess we'll get soft focus C-dub. There we go. Hey, 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 hey! Ooh, whoa! Two, three, four. Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts. Give me everything inside and out. And love's strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we are working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Look my way, never love me. Rain keeps falling, the rain recognize me. Call my name or walk on my rain keeps falling, rain keeps falling down, down. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, whoa. Don't you try to pretend it's my feeling will win in the end. I won't harm you, touch you, vanity and security now. Don't you forget about me. I'll be along dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I'll put us back together and hard, baby. Don't you forget about me. No, 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 no. Don't you forget about me. Bright solstice to you, boyin'. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Walk on by, will you call my name? As you walk on by, will you call my name? When you walk away, will you walk away? Call my name. All right, chat, we ready? Here we go. Yeah, bet. Pete's got it. I say la 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 All right, a little Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me, because I'll be along. All right, thank you, Info. Thank you to Sunbum and Cheese Whiz, Jamie for the, Jerry, Cover Time Pete for the La La La's. I really love that. One of my dreams is to play in in a real life gig at some point where there are enough people that I play a song like that and the crowd sings it back to me where I can hear it. So when you guys do that in chat, it makes me happy because it's like that's happening in a virtual setting. So I really appreciate it. All right, next up we have one we haven't played for a while by, thanks Sunbum. We have one we haven't played for a while by a band I really like, Roger Klein and the Peacemakers. So yeah, Cover Time Pete, thank you so much for hanging out. Hey, Maria, how are you doing? Creative Star is in the house. Let's get her a shout out. She was making an emote today. It was a turtle, but it had many subforms to it. It was I don't even remember. I know one of them was an old man turtle, even though it was supposed to be a young turtle. There were a lot. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to watch. Anyway, this is a song by Roger Clyne and the Peacemakers, one of my favorite smaller artists that you don't get to hear very much. Steven's Music Room, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Get some rest. And Cover Time Pete, thank you as well. Have a great night. There you go. Bird and ant and elderly alien. I liked the alien. Daisies stand up on the tiptoes. Clouds stumble over themselves in the sky. All the pretty horses come running to her. Even the dust devils pray they'll catch your eye. I haunt your house from the outside. Watch her bake cornbread and talk on the phone. Heartless on the inside plays a sad, sweet song. Nude moonlit statue of mine waltzes alone. Baby, I could call you baby if I weren't so empty in the head and tied up in the tongue. Baby, I could call you baby if I weren't so green and numb. Wind ain't A Little Green and Dumb by Roger Clyne. I do like that song. I do like that band. All right. Next up, we've got a couple of my originals, which is cool. So my goal, which I know I think I've told the stream a couple different times, my goal is to get this song recorded next year. I actually hope to record like a 5-song EP at some point, but I want to start with this song. So I'm hoping to get a little time, maybe after the holidays, to do that. Oh yeah, let's see the vision board. Excellent. So this doesn't count tonight's any of bits from tonight, but the vision board is almost to $1,200, and it'll be over 75% by the time I add the money tonight. So that's very cool. That'll be coming soon. Maybe I'll wait to get that before I record. I don't know. I'll see. I mean, I could always re-record it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, 2022 is going to be, damn it, we're going to make it good. That's the motto for 2022. Damn it, we're going to make it good. It's a heavy weight, having no say in your fate. There's no hope you see. There is no truth to set you free. Someone else pulls the strings. They watch you dance, they watch you sing. You got no say, you got no place. I feel no hope, I feel alone, no help, not even slightly. They have control, they rule it all. It's life among the mighty. Life glides along. Anytime you hope, you're always wrong. Catch a break, don't you think? Justice smashes that with a smile and a wink. You don't need a handout. Just stop the venom that spews from their mouth. You got no say, you got no place. I feel no hope, I feel alone, no help, not even slightly. They have control, they rule it all. It's life among the mighty. The clamps are down. There is no scream, there is no sound. Dawn of a new day, but they still own you all the way. You can never get out. They hold the cards and all the clout. You got no say, you got no place. I feel no hope, I feel alone, no help, not even slightly. They have control, they rule it all. It's that is my original Life Among the Mighty. Hopefully to be released sometime in 2022. Next up, we have my second original, which is called The Journey is the Reward. And I've been meaning to record this, so I remembered. We're going to record this, so I'm going to change. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the scene so all the Twitch overlay stuff is gone, but chat won't be part of it. So you guys can chat all you want. You can use emotes. Nothing will come up on the screen. And that way I can just have a clean, what you want to call it, landscape for this. And I'll put it up on YouTube as a single. So hopefully OBS won't crash. Last time I hit record, OBS crashed. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's do blue. I like blue. So I guess, yeah, if you guys could not, I guess if you could refrain from changing the color, I'd appreciate it. But other than that, go crazy. All right, this is called The Journey is the Reward.
Young man, what's got you down? Sit up straight, just look around. Your whole life's in front of you. Front, friends, family, they'll come through. Go ahead and make some plans. Meet new people and find some friends. There will be some bumps in the road, some life mysteries to decode. Mama said enjoy life even when it's not your day. Sometimes those blades at your back are turned the other way. Whenever you don't know just what to do, just remember the journey is the reward and you'll pull through. Middle-aged man, please explain why so much pain. This is your heyday, John's wife, a dog with the kid on the way. So you have to adjust your goals, don't get caught up in the rigmarole. Be thankful for what you got, live in the moment, don't lose the plot. Mama said enjoy life even when it's not your day. Sometimes those blades at your back are turned the other way. Whenever you don't know just what to do,
All right. Thank you all for hanging out with me for that. I think that was a good take. So I'll get that uploaded to YouTube either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll put it in the Discord. I'll put the link in the Discord once I do that. So that'll be fun. All right. So we got a couple left, and we're going to call it a night. Next one is by The Fray. Yes, thank you, Sunbum. Or thank you, Cheese Whiz, for waiting until after I said I was done recording. You guys are the best. Now you can go nuts. Do whatever you want, within reason. Let's see. Let's get in the right key, huh? Found God on the corner of First and Amistad, where the West was all but one. All alone, smoking his last cigarette. I said, "Where you been?" Said, "Ask anything." Where were you when everything was falling apart? All my days were spent on the telephone. It never rang, and all I needed was a call that never came to the corner of First and Amistad. Lost and insecure. You found me lying on the floor. Surrounded, why'd you have to wait? Where were you, just a little late? You found me in the end. Everyone ended up alone, losing her, the only one who's ever known who I am, who I'm not, who I wanna be. No way to know how long she will be next to me. Lost and insecure. You found me lying on the floor. Surrounded, why'd you have to wait? Where were you, just a little late? You found me. Early morning, city breaks. I've been calling for years and years and years. You never left me no messages, never sent me no letters. Got some kind of love, taking all I want. Lost and insecure. You found me lying on the floor. Where were you, lost and insecure? You found me lying on the floor. Surrounded, why'd you have to wait? Where were you, just a little late? You found me, why'd you have to wait? right. Little You Found Me by The Fray for Jerry. And yeah, I don't know what I'll get tomorrow, but I'll open up. So tomorrow's show is going to be holiday, Christmassy kind of songs, and I'll open whatever I get from Amazon from you guys, which I'm excited about. And yeah, we'll have fun. All right, last request of the evening. So you know what that means. Got to find my window. And this one is a cover of another streamer's song, Dragonfly Sky. The best, for my money, the best duo on Twitch. Their harmonies are killer. No, when I ordered this was something from Woot. It's a stocking stuffer. So I don't need to open that one. I'll open that one after the stream tonight. Because I got a notification that I was getting that, so I tracked it myself. Hey, Modfather, you're back just in time for the last song. How you doing? Make sure you're hydrating, buddy. I can't say in case sometimes my kids lurk on my stream. I don't want them finding out what it is. It was something that came up during the last Woot Off that I just bought on a whim. It was cool and thin, dark, soft eyes and the breathless. Already knew I'd never win. The life that I was leaving, I kept it hidden out of sight. Now the sound of distant gunfire wakes me in the night. Sun raining down, raining down. Whoa, tears in the sun, raining down, raining down. And you never guessed to know her, all the trouble she had seen, took so many lives away, killed so many dreams. Still I would watch her sleeping, half excited, half afraid, with the killer for a lover, living half a world away. Tears in the sun, raining down, raining down. Whoa, tears in the sun, raining down, raining down. She said the first time was the hardest. After that, you no longer bleed. Don't you be too quick to judge. Never known poverty, and she never knew the man she killed. Never saw the blood running red. Come on, you know they had it coming, and the world is better with them dead. Tears in the sun, raining down, raining down. Whoa, tears in the sun, raining shot her in broad daylight under the tears of the sun. And they said she never flinched, cold steel in her eyes. They forced her to her knees, and they let the bullets fly. Tears of the sun, raining down, raining down. Whoa! Tears of the sun, raining down, raining down. They threw her body in the river, threw away my dreams. Sun was blinking through the branches as she floated down the stream. Now she's forever in the mountains, and every leaf in every tree, soaking up the sunlight while I struggle hard to breathe. Soaking up the sunlight while I struggle hard to breathe. Tears of the sun, raining down, raining down. Whoa! Tears of the sun, raining down, raining down. Whoa! Tears of the sun, raining down, raining down. Whoa! Tears of the sun, raining down on everyone. All right. Well, I'm glad you tested negative, Stuart. Alrighty. So, that was Tears of the Sun by Dragonfly Sky, aka Dragonfly Sky Music. Also on Twitch, and fabulous, fabulous streamers. Well, looks like it is time to roll the credits. And we will play one more song and find someone to go raid. If I can get those credits to kick off. Do you just take one every day, Jamie? All right. Thank you to Merrick for the raid earlier. Thank you to all the cool people who hung out tonight, and especially to the folks who gave bits or subscriptions. I appreciate you all so much. We are going to be so close on that goal. Under $400. And we got up to 677 followers tonight, which is cool. So close to 700 followers, which is awesome. I remember when I hit 100 and I thought I was on cloud 9. So 700 is just ridiculous. Binax like Jamie. Yeah, they do. Keeps that stock price up. Cynthia. shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you. Still alright to smile. Girl, I think about you every day now. Was a time when I wasn't sure, but you set my mind at ease. There's no doubt you're in my heart now. Lily said it was fine. Said, woman, take it slow, it'll work itself out fine. All we need is just a little patience. Said, sugar, make it slow, it'll come together fine. All we need is just a little patience. Well, Stuart's dying because he got his booster. Ooh, nice cinch up. Who else? Infozar also got his booster. Sitting here on the stairs 'cause I'd rather be alone. If I can't have you right now, I'll wait, dear. What song? Sometimes it gets so tense, but I can't speed up the time. You know, love, there's one more thing to consider. Said, woman, take it slow, things will be just fine. You and I'll just use a little patience. Said, sugar, take the time, 'cause the lights are shining bright. You and I've got what it takes to make it. We won't fake it. I'll never break it. I can't take it. Oh, nice. Little patience, yeah. Little patience, yeah. Some more patience, yeah. Just watch out for ads in the middle of the songs. Help me walk in the streets tonight, just trying to get it right. Hard to see when so many around. No, I don't like being stuck in the crowd, and the streets don't change much, maybe the name. I ain't got time for the game, 'cause I need you. Hey, hey, I need you. I need you. I thank you all again for hanging out. Sent you, I'm sorry. I'll be on again tomorrow night. If you want to come hang then. Starting around 8 Central Time, 9 Eastern. Play for a few hours again. Let's figure out where we're going to go. All right. I think we're gonna go raid our buddy KR. He's got a Christmas hat on. He's doing a special holiday show, so let's check that out. I hope everyone has a good night, day, depending on where you are. And for the Mod Father, remember, if you can't be good at it. We get those sub calls out, Jamie? I won't hit raid yet. I'll wait. All right, everyone copy those? Yeah, no problem. I can sit here for a while before it times out. All right, everyone copy those. Make sure you say hi and spread some love to KR. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, I hope. Good night, all.